the entire game. And in an interview in one esports, Soul said that if Ronin manages to keep him at bay in the side lane,
mages, so it's gonna be a support Valir, a
Carry.
Harith carry, and
Yeah.
then a side lane Lunox.
which would go up against
For a mage that's not entirely there in the fight. Lunox pops the power of Order of Brilliance to survive, then the rest can still continue to fight and deal the damage.
And we are entering the Land of Dawn as game number 1 in this best of 3 series will commence. Ronin Esports versus EVOS SG. Again, big emphasis on the side lanes. And speaking of side lanes, it's a 2-man rotation here on towards the right-hand side. It's Eudora and the Yisun Shin focusing everything onto this Lunox. Not something you see every day. Alice in the mid lane, focusing on clearing out the minion wave.
So Ronin Esports, that's how they're going to be going for mid control here, is that they're going to be roaming around. So it's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. and Justin playing. This isn't a 1-3-1. It's more of like somewhat similar to a 1-2-2 type of rotation. And yeah, Baksha is the one jungling. So this is something that Blacklist International tried to pull off in their first game. I don't know how it's going to work out here, or I still don't fully understand the thought process behind putting Baksha as sort of like your jungler carry. And I know it's, how do I say this? It wasn't received warmly by people. It wasn't received warmly by chat, but hell, Naomi's making it work. He's going for a pretty fast jungler
He's
clear.
already level 4.
He's already level 4, and the thing about putting that into the jungle is that you don't have to worry about it going solo. It's a Baksha that can get away. And this is absolutely crazy. It just might work here for Ronin. This is what we were talking about, the potential for them to introduce something new here. And though we saw a glimpse of it, Naomi's actually playing this Baksha like a carry.
Now look at this though. On the unorthodox playstyle, especially here on the bottom lane with P.E.K.K.A. and Justin going up against Pokemon. Pokemon is having a relatively hard time against P.E.K.K.A. and Justin. Aeon is forced to assist Pokemon. Now the mid lane is wide open for this for Harith and Hilda. JPL will get low. Zama Force committed by Potato just to deter any additional kills. Silent flow of blood out of there. And this is catching EVOS slowly but surely off guard.
Pokemon with the damage. Aeon knocks back Naomi, pushes him back. Naomi down to like 40%, but first blood's gonna be secured there by P.E.K.K.A. securing a kill onto the Valir. Potato and Pokemon are falling low. Eudora securing a kill up there onto the Harith. Ronin, like a thief in the night, like ninjas, going rogue, finding a secret weapon amidst all the craziness of the drafts and the balances here in the MPL Invitation. And then this Pokemon taking a lot of damage, gets a stun. And that's going to be a 1-for-1 in the bottom lane as JPL and EVOS SG looking for the response there, evening it up, but Ronin with a really, really hot start now.
This is the unorthodox playstyle that EVOS SG has been fearing since last night. It's catching him off guard. The jungle Basha making things work, deprived Potato of any buff at all on his side, forced to try to invade things, but didn't occur to anything. As JPL getting caught out, here comes the Blood Ode. Damage is way too much, gets stunned out, get electrocuted himself. Zama forced by Potato and me wanting to trade it out. Silent will manage to make it out alive.
More fights
as the Daytona's welcome will be committed onto Soul. Aeon, not much he could do there.
And this is the idea behind putting Silent in the middle lane with that Alice, is that we all know Alice has one of the best mobilities with Mage, just able to get around quickly with the blood, with the flowing blood, sort of similar to how Farsa gets around with Wings by Wings. It's just the combo! The magic damage is way too much! Thunder's Wrath with the ultimate everything! Harith gets absolutely deleted and the Potato gets fried. Who's craving for fries right now?
Me.
Me too.
Everyone is.
Yep.
But EVOS SG is craving to come back into this game. Ronin will be able to take down that first turtle of the game and will be given, if I'm not mistaken, towards Naomi himself. And he is, on top of him being tanky, he has bonus damage. Be looking to get JPL stunned up, but this is way too many on the side of the HPs. Are low, but they managed to trade it out 1-for-1. Silent is not deadly just yet. Blood Ode not being impactful as much, but Naomi still manages to secure a kill for himself.
So the idea of putting the jungle Basha as he's gonna try to go for that orange buff there. See, look at that. He doesn't have to worry about, am I gonna die here? Because he's not the jungle carry in terms of dealing damage. He's there to secure objectives, yes, but the idea behind putting Basha as a jungle carry is that your frontliner, your tank, your main roller, your main hero, your main player, to determine the tempo of the match against his items faster. The faster Basha against his items, the more sustained and tanky he will be, so that he doesn't have to worry so much. And so it's going to make it harder for EVOS SG to secure their side of the jungle and hide the rotations from Ronin, because Naomi on that Basha is just going to keep going into their jungle and finding out where they are.
And added to the fact that he has a lot of mobility, he's got big map presence here to try to steal every buff that Potato even wants here. And speaking of items, looking at how the money is right now, it's working really well on the side of Ronin. They have a 4K gold lead. Yeez and Shin, Alice, and Badass on top of that money board.
One of the first items that we need to see built here by EVOS SG at one point is going to be the anti-harass Dreadnought, well as Justin securing the kill there onto Toms. It really looks like EVOS SG were not ready for the Pekka going after Aeon. Now this time the damage on that Isashin is high, but Potato lands his Almond Force. Pekka and Naomi still trying to find this out. Pekka, Justin is there for the assistance on this Wrath, and Pekka still somehow alive out of this Pokemon. Not enough damage coming out of EVOS SG, but finally there is a damage. 1-for-1 trade, mega kill for Justin, able to take out JPL. That could have gone really bad for either side, but at least it was just a 1-for-1 trade.
And Justin is zoning Potato and Pokemon out of there so that the mid lane turret will finally fall down. The entire jungle of EVOS SG is out in the open. Ronin can freely invade without any problems whatsoever.
And now Turtle's getting taken out here by Ronin Esports without a problem. EVOS SG won't be able to contest that. And again, this lineup that Ronin Esports brought up now damage in a team fight if your opponents are getting stacked up. At the same time, Naomi, we already touched on that side of being able to go around, and this connection. We're used to seeing JPL and Aeon do those things, but now it's Savi actually and Justin connecting to pressuring that Toms, knowing that they needed to pressure Shoal. And you touched on this earlier. You brought this up because Soul said it himself. If Ronin find a way to stop him, then EVOS SG may just be in it for a bad time.
And the bad time is what they're experiencing right now. There's no way this would turn into a good time just yet. 15 minutes is what I'm giving EVOS SG to turn things around. Ronin can try to end it as fast as they can, judging by how fast they've been taking down the turrets left and right.
And now Ronin Esports, so they're happy because they still have that crowd control onto that possibility for Potato, but that's going to be a fight.
JPL gets caught. And we're not seeing any Blood Oats just yet. Wait for a scene opportunity to actually dive in. But the stun and the lightning, Thunderbolts and lightning are very, very frightening here on the side of EVOS SD as the Zama Force trying to take down Silent will be committed. Alice is out. No burst just yet, but Naomi is still a problem.
Mountain Shocker being rained down there, a stun onto Pokemon under Terror, but the damage from the Lunox! Pokemon may have just made a play, but it's Justin staying alive here. Mega kill there for Pekka. The collapse of Ronin Esports onto their... Get a pick off, you know, win a little skirmish before the Lord spawns, because EVOS SG, they have to do so much here to make a comeback. I like the positioning, as I mentioned earlier, of where Justin is right now, because that is a potential choke point for a lot of these teams.
Oh, look at this. Naomi's just going to soak up all the damage here and provide a lot of space for his team, but he did not expect 5 members just waiting for him.
That
survive this Lord. Ronin already starting off the Lord. Naomi doing his best to deter Potato and Soul from pushing in from the Tri-Brush as JPL almost falls down. A lot of skills being committed there, and JPL being chased down by Pekka, searing Torrents being used and push him back. Not really connecting, but it does force him to fall back for just a bit.
Too risky to contest this if EVOS SG are going to try, but we're going to see them try right now. So Lord is down to 50%. Ronin Esports have a good control of the Lord with their Potato, spotting out Naomi, but Naomi's in a good spot anyways. Ronin doesn't full commit and actually think about potentially going for the resets of both teams. Good decision for Ronin to reset it. I still really think that come a full-on team fight, they still just the Calamity Reaper and Feather of Heaven here for that Harith. Ice Queen 1 picked up there by that Valir. The slows are going to be for EVOS SG, a little more control against this lineup that Ronin brought out, but JPL and Savi spot each other out.
Yeah, JPL's just gonna stand there. Hey, Savvy, how you doing? Says JPL. Naomi is zoning, and the rest of Ronin are actually zoning everybody out from the season. Shin, Soul, will he be able to seal that? No, Naomi commits the retribution for that. And the HPs are low. The Dominant Forces and everything else is going as the HP bars are disappearing. 2-for-2 trade so far. The Lightnings hurt.
This is just a Lightning Truncheon and a Holy Crystal for that Eudora.
Not even close to
Two
full
items.
potential.
Oh! Oh, shut the building down. It's over.
Scaramouche.
Nope, it's over.
Can you bring the
Pokemon.
Fandango?
Absolutely bursted there by Justin, and there's a reason why he was one of the main points that we wanted to talk about when talking about Ronin Esports. This mage support isn't a mage support, he's like a mage carry. Imagine having a mage with a carry mindset. Sort of similar to Aura PH, and look at that now. EVOS actually lose 2 towers. 3rd tier, mid and bottom, and Ronin have full control of this game. They have not let up at all. Small victories here and there for EVOS SG. Yes, they have been able to secure kills. Potato seems to be in a good spot with his farm. All close to already building that 3rd item. Already has the Holy Crystal. But Ronin have just found an answer for EVOS SG, or they have all the answers for the questions that EVOS SG posed as a carry. He is not the carry of this game. He's not the main damage dealer. That's not the idea. But the idea was, let's just get someone to get
all
the sustain in the world.
Oh no, Soul, you managed to secure the kill, but you get taken out himself. Justin will secure the kill post-mortem, as it is a 1-for-2 trade in favor of EVOS SG. Not a lot of damage really for them. Silent dives in, flickers in with the blood though, gets a minor stun there, gets stunned, actually uses the Winter Truncheon to not move out, manages to survive there, and they are now back to the regular program.
Because they're split pushing, but it seems like they may have caught out the Basha there in the bottom lane.
But Basha's relatively healthy here, half HP, overcommitting a lot of members there, and I'm liking how JPL is stopping the rest of Ronin to come in. They finally take down the one person that has a retribution. The suppress is real with the Winter Truncheon. Pokemon still manages to survive. Flow Blood being thrown, but no reposition from Silent could potentially secure the kill there. And he's repositioning himself, gets the stun onto JPL. And now they secure another kill. It's the 1-for-1 trade. Meanwhile, over to the backhand side of the Blood. Oh, there's a blow. Blood secured the kill onto Lunox. And that secures the double kill for that Yisun Shin. But it's not enough for EVOS SG. Just Aeon left alive here. The base is low. The wave clear has to be real for Aeon to defend this, but I don't think it's enough. Ronin gets game number 1 in this best of 3 series.
The unorthodox lineup worked to near perfection. Ronin secures the game. And I like how you brought that out near the end there.
Out of the zone of EVOS SG. In fact, you have the Hilda, you have the Valir and the Lunox, these heroes, even the Harith. These heroes are great when it comes to pressuring the opponent's funneled carry in the jungle.
Double core.
This is tough. Look, double core 1-1 will go up against whoever in the gold lane. Potentially going to be babysat on by Justin on that Eudora, while Naomi Basha, and sometimes more often than not, more often than not, that's the single target stuns. The single target CCs will be the ones that matter in big team fights. As we hop on over towards the Land of Dawn, it's a 2-1-2 setup here for Ronin. Pekka and Justin will be in the gold lane this time around, just applying a lot of pressure there against that Khalid. This is a beautiful matchup in the bot lane. Will trump out Khalid. EVOS SG would want to start invading. Yi, Sun, Shin start pushing it on towards the top side. Soul already low in HP. They recognize that Soul is strong, and if Soul manages to lose out the lane, he will more than likely lose out the game.
This is going to be such a tough fight here for EVOS SG because Ronin are pretty much in principle doing the same thing that that they did in game number 1, just with a few different pieces, but now this time around a much better stuff.
Will be putting Soul in a big of a setback because it's a 2v1 all the time, forcing problems on the side lane.
Yeah, EVOS SG still not thinking that they could potentially, that Ronin could potentially play a 1-2-2, and that's what, just as you mentioned, Soul is having a hard time dealing with. He picked up the execute just so that he can get a sure kill, but look at the damage coming in for the Veil. Naomi, really low. JPL might be the casualty here, actually, for EVOS SG.
Oh,
If
Justin's
Ronin
there.
can, good wrap around there for Justin, but that Bash is going to get taken out. 2 kills already for EVOS SG to open up the game now. Justin flickering to get away. Pokemon using the leg to final blow to dash into there, but he's not going to be able to deal the damage to get anyone. EVOS SG starting this game so much better, and Naomi, not sure if it's just overly aggressive or overly confident
Gets
to
the
secure
stun off
kills.
the JPL though from way back behind. Justin will not get knocked up, but the lightning connects onto Aeon, and lightning does strike twice. I mean,
Trice.
not thrice.
Starts lightning strikes thrice. It sounded like you were trying to say twice also, because I know and it just bled into it.
Yeah, it
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, tell the world we're fans of K-pop. Thanks, Nomad. But now, right now, EVOS SG have control of this game early on with a quick. For some reason, I cannot math right now, and I don't fully know the name. 1,400.
Soul, your soul will not be
No
Ronin's.
response.
Well, this regenerate himself as lightning once again strikes onto Potato mid lane. Looks like they're positioning themselves towards the turtle as Savvy and Pokemon in a scuffle.
And now EVOS SG handling this so much better.
Like Dragon
JPL giving the information there for where Ronin is. Naomi, because he spent so much time trying to find out information there for EVOS SG. Speaking of JPL.
Yeah, JPL manages to survive. Their turtle will be secured by EVOS SG without any sweat.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, Naomi spending a little bit too much time just trying to find information for EVOS SG. Didn't turn out so well.
Yeah.
And of course, EVOS SG addressing, you know, the presence of the Basha were aggressive and disrupted Naomi early on, so that's good for EVOS. They're handling this so much better, and we're seeing here that now EVOS are ready for this unorthodox lineup that Ronin brought out.
Yeah, we're seeing very aggressive plays from EVOS SG that's starting to pay off, just like what she said. And the first couple of kills onto Naomi really set them back by just a bit, but over the bottom side of things, Soul still hasn't died. But that's the turn as well secured over the top side. 1v2 kill by Soul there, taking down the Wan. And now it's looking like an EVOS game. The hope of Singapore is still alive here.
And Ronin, now they're the ones surprised out of this, because looking at the lineup here, that Benedetta first pick actually working out really well here for EVOS SG because of the aggression that you can play as a Benedetta early on, the crazy burst damage, and the escape mechanisms that you have with your multiple dashes. More than enough to give you a good early
nice
game.
timing on the knock up there. But Aeon and JPL Potato, at least they managed to take down the shields away from this mid lane turret. Ronin are having a hard time here. Look at the gold 4,000 in the pockets. I mean, in the lead here for EVOS SG. But let's not count Ronin out of the game just yet. It's still too early to tell what's going to happen, because as soon as Justin starts to get 2 items in, he will become a problem. The question would be when. If Ronin decides to prolong the game a little bit more, as Pekka almost falls down by the hands of JPL.
And if you look at the lineup of Ronin Esports, it just scales so well into the late game that this has to be the ticking time bomb of Ronin. EVOS SG, though, they have all the tools to end this before Ronin can get to the point where all their carries and their heroes are at a comfortable spot with their items. So EVOS SG just need to continue playing how they're playing this. They can't overstep. They can't commit a mistake. That gives 3 kills to none to Ronin, potentially even more. If that happens, Ronin will be primed and ready for a turnaround and potentially just snowball and win the game from there.
And will a snowball happen as the
Good
knockup
positioning.
and the follow-through by Naomi secures the kill.
That was just great. Great positioning there by EVOS SG at that moment. Expecting Naomi to go there, and this is how I continue the momentum that they take out Justin Benedetta with another kill. Pokemon 3-0-1. I'm not all just mages. I'm not all just typical fighters. I can play assassin side lanes too.
And they can play the game whatever they want here at this point, as Naomi gets the stun onto JPL, but not a lot of follow-throughs here. Again, that's partly due to the fact that Ronin does not have an economy to work with here. Bottom lane turret being pushed out by Soul and will get taken out without any problems. Getting knocked up. Savvy will get eliminated from that top lane. Turret once again going down. EVOS SG looking to end this as fast as he can. 6 minutes in, already 6 turrets down.
They know their win condition and they know the win condition of Ronin Esports, and that's how EVOS SG are just playing it, understanding what needs to happen and what can't happen. Pokemon right now, Brute Force Breastplate, along with the Bloodlust Axe. Great attack speed damage, great sustainability. This Benedetta is going to be such a nightmare to take down. Clock of Destiny and Lightning Trenchant already for that Veil as Justin takes so much damage.
Naomi just absorbed a little bit more of that damage just so that Justin would survive. Wave clear is all things considered relatively good here for Ronin Esports, but yeah, EVOS SG looking like they're poised to end this. JPL almost falls down. The knockup by that Veil connects onto Silent. And now it's this bottom lane turret that Naomi is trying to defend. Pokemon diving into the back lines, taking down Pekka. And here comes the Raging Sandstorm by Soul. Catches Naomi. Not a lot of follow through from the rest of EVOS SG. Silent diving in and out with the Chrono Dashes. With the Synchro Fishes as well. The stun is connecting. They finally get a kill. It is a 1-for-1 trade, but it's Naomi down. The only tag and gets deleted. 1-1. Is now 0-0, if you get the pun, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And Turtle, just spawning again. Second turtle of the game. Just the second turtle of the game. We're only on the second turtle of the game. Or third.
No, second.
Second. And it's already at this situation here, Ronin, because of the lineup that they have. They needed to really scale it to the late game, but EVOS SG was just so aggressive early on. Black Dragon form, look at that Ronin Esports, smell blood, and they try and want to end this, but the damage for the Veil, bursting out one another. Aeon and Justin are gone now. Savi going really low. EVOS SG might just end it here if they cannot catch off the members of Ronin Esports, if they catch them all, but Soul regenning. Potato trying to get away. Soul stuck in the back with Pekka. Pekka really low. Pekka with the crossbow of tag. Soul goes down, and just like that, Pokemon though might be able to turn it around. Electo, final blow. This could be the final blow, but EVOS SG, Pokemon decides to play it safe. Ronin, good play to smelling blood, deciding that, you know what, I feel like we need to amp up the aggression right now. We need to secure some kills. Let's make a play, as risky as it could be. What do we have?
As the orange might get stolen here by EVOS SG because this is a 3-man contingency plan. Gets the knockup. No connection onto Naomi. Here comes the Black Dragon form. Is chasing down Aeon. That's the primary objective here. As Naomi and the rest of Ronin get stopped in their tracks.
Here comes
like
Soul.
The final blow committed. And they're forced to run back because EVOS Soul, Raging Sandstorm onto Naomi. They're forcing everything, but they burst down JPL. Now it's a 3v4.
In power for EVOS SG, picking up their third core items for their core heroes.
And it is the Lord that is going to fall down here unless Naomi seals this. Not going to happen. Mutt now forced to back off. Savi forced to use the Black Dragon form just to keep everybody at bay. Pokemon, JPL, and Aeon are looking for blood. Disengaging will instead focus on shoving on the lanes.
The game isn't over yet, but I can sense the Singaporean fans are really happy because the hope of Singapore still breathing and going strong here in the MPLI. EVOS SG broke the code against Ronin.
We're waiting for 1-1 to start going online, but the way that the game has been progressing here, EVOS SG securing out whatever we want here. As JPL is might be next in line here. Pokemon diving in the back lines. The Electro final blow will secure the kill, as well as the Mountain Shocker. Naomi low on HP will be regenerating. Savi and Silent will try to focus on the Lord here, and it is knocking on the door. Half HP here. EVOS SG wants to end this. Black Dragon form to deter anybody. They managed to stop the push. They managed to stop and defend this. The minions are going to go down. Savi will fall down. No minion. Well, the minion waves are finally there. They won't be able to focus on this. And we're going to game 3.
The hope of Singapore survives. And EVOS SG force out a game 3 against Ronin. Oh man, we've got our
Esports will oblige those team fights. Ronin Esports also, they kind of repeated what they did, but they also went greedy. They already have this Harith and the backshot just like in the previous game, but they also put in the 1-1.
I haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Okay.
Rockheart surely does miss the Grockheart here.
Yeah, or Wolf. I know Wolf.
Yeah, the AG lifestyle on that Rockheart.
Up against Burmese Ghouls for a potential rematch. Or will EVOS take the hope of Singapore, bring it on over to our quarterfinals? One big game, one big answer. Let's find out what the answer to all our questions will be. It's game number 3 between Ronin and EVOS SG.
One big fight as Ronin and EVOS start off the game. Playing standard this time around, Ronin don't want to give away any chances. They really cheese out the first 2 games just to give EVOS a little bit of a problem. They did give them a problem in game number 1 as the ejector onto Aeon connects, forces him to back off. Lethal Wonder secured by Potato.
Now, the strange thing is you don't actually get a lot of appeal from Grok. You just get his presence of just, oh, look at me here. I'm standing. Oh, I'm charging up Power Nature. Yo, I'm going to charge it up. Yeah, okay, you'll get damage. But then, of course, Grok really was turned off. A lot of things were turned off by Grok as we get a good stun there by Justin because of the reduction onto that Power of Nature. That big threat that Grok used to pose isn't there anymore.
I like the invade of EVOS SG, but the first blood might potentially go to Justin. Will not get traded off. Will finally get traded off by Potato, and he's going to get traded off himself by Savi and Naomi. Quick reactions there. Alice over at the top side, though, is hiding in the brush, waiting for Yuzhong to start running in towards him.
Quick jab and uppercut for Ronin, but then it's a left hook from EVOS SG, able to finally trade it out and even things out there. Now, looking at the positioning of Naomi, really just protecting the buffs, and, oh, I'm sorry, actually going for an invade to check out the buffs there. Actually, I think he just stole it away.
Did he? But yeah, let's looking back at this fight. It was a really good series of trades. The first blood does go to Justin. Potato overstayed his welcome, but yeah, he would accept his fate because Savvy was already rotating in towards him. Good rotates from Ronin. Good reactions from them. And they get the first 3 kills.
And now Alice duking it out in the top lane. That is going to be the matchup for Savvy. And now we're seeing Savvy a little bit faster rotation. Soul, here comes the burst damage, but Naomi's going to be there for the ejector. Let's see if we can land it onto Soul. Doesn't land it just in time, but that's a stun. The burst damage. Justin is there. Soul going down real quick. Ronin with a fast response. And EVOS SG Singapore still really early in the game. Don't get worried just yet.
Yeah, Ronin, though, they are dictating the tempo in this entire game. But Savvy is cornered by 4 members here on the side of EVOS, and there is no way in hell he was supposed to survive that. Ronin, though, they're reciprocating that. They're moving on towards the bottom side. Lapu Lapu is out of the count. Naomi, I'm pretty sure he used the ejection there.
So now the question for EVOS SG will be, how much of this are we going to be trading? For sure, they're going to be trading the turrets, but then the turtle, what's going to be the situation there? It's a race for the first turret broken down, and that's going to go to Ronin Esports. Now, with the turtle up, that gives Ronin some time to make it to the turtle pit, and we might see a fight, a big one at that, just for the first turtle of this match.
Yeah, and Naomi already positioning himself near the brush. JPL spots him out. We'll just walk around. We'll manage to survive, but Grok's not that healthy. Forced to use the wild charge to escape. Gets a knock-up, and Soul does not have enough damage as well as Aeon. There will be forced to reset as the turtle will be secured by Ronin.
Doesn't have enough items just yet for that windstorm to absolutely melt down Ronin, as we saw there. And yeah, turtle secured. Silent having a good time right now. Again, Silent's actually going to be playing that carry role. It's not going to be the Lee Sun-shin, as Lee Sun-shin went to the gold lane. It's going to be an Assassin Hayabusa as JPL. Again, we're seeing just the value of Grok for EVOS SG, which is we need you to stand there and take damage, hence the tenacity for the Grok. It's not the usual concussive blast.
Yeah.
They just wanted a little bit more sustain and a meat
Pokemon
shield.
hurts. It's slowly starting to hurt as this hurts the soul of Soul. Multiple kills left and right over at the bottom lane. He is currently sitting at 0-3-0.
First item, Cursed Helmet there for Savi. And look at that, burst damage. And I think that Cursed Helmet and the magic defenses you get out of it helped him a little bit. Naomi chasing after JPL. And seeing JPL in that situation or in that positioning is a good sign for RNN that, hey, I think there are members of EVOS SG here.
I want to focus on the bottom lane. It's a
Good
Eudora.
push.
It's a good push with the Yi Sin Shin. If Lapu Lapu decided to fight that, Eudora could have just completely stunned him out and another kill onto Soul.
And now Naomi with
Wild
the
charge.
unstoppable force.
And the wild
now,
charge.
yeah, the wild charge as well. Tempest Ablaze being committed. Pokemon and Potato. Let's see how much they committed to Savi here. The stun is going to be there. Alice, let's see if he's going to move. No, he doesn't. Savi gets taken out. Potato and Pokemon, the PNP connection, working wonders.
Whatever
for EVOS.
Ronin is doing to EVOS SG, EVOS SG reciprocates that by moving on towards the other side of the map and mirroring what's happening. They're going to try to secure the Tier 2 turret there as the turtle spawns in about 17 seconds.
Really deep push here by Ronin in the bottom lane. That's gonna be bad for EVOS SG to find a way to balance it out. It's gonna be a while until we see Soul in this game. And again, the game plan for Ronin was really simple. Really just give Soul a hard time. And I feel like with the amount of difficulty that Ronin gave to Soul, it just doesn't even out with the amount of map control that Ronin was able to get in the other side of the map. Or that EVOS was able to get on the other side of the map, I mean.
Yeah, and that's the committing this the shadow kill just to evade the knockup. Soul in a bad spot. You don't want any of this. Gets knocked up by the ejection. Still manages to survive. Savvy in the back lines will not take down Soul. But it's Justin falling down as well as Aeon. Aeon actually respawning in just a bit.
Ronin,
Meanwhile, topside.
Ronin now, they're the ones amping up the aggression, knowing that EVOS SG.
Everybody back. Meanwhile, over at the top side of that equation, JPL kind of overstaying his welcome, trying to take down the Ronin counterparts.
Again, I still am. Grok isn't available,
Oh,
but oh!
Pekka.
Ooh, that hurts, that hurts. Good thing there's no Wizard up there, but there's going to be an ejector, the combo onto Pokemon, and he gets taken out. 3K right now is a gold for Ronin as they have positioning advantage over this turtle pit. Since Potato does no longer have that retribution, I don't see EVOS committing way too much to try to go for a steal. But they are compensating well enough, though, because
The bottom lane.
the bottom is doing real good there.
Yeah.
Going real well for EVOS SG if they can push it a little bit more.
Yeah, Potato doing the role that almost, doing the thing that almost handed them their loss. They handed their loss in game number 1 against Orange Louvre. They're split pushing. They want to capitalize on this. But this is a 4-man presence over at the top side.
Pokemon.
They get JPL. Pokemon goes in with the blood. Oh, lots of damage being dished out. But Justin, Beck, and the rest of Ronin will be able to reposition themselves. Potato finally joining in on the fight. Savvy forced to use the Black Dragon Force.
The damage!
Pokemon is still alive. Regenerate HP. Take down Justin. Mid lane's being pushed out by that Hayabusa. Savvy and Naomi wants to keep them at bay. They want to stop them from being able to respond to the push in the mid lane. But Potato will get ejected, and he's going to get eliminated out of the fight. Savi gets taken out by that Lapu Lapu, and now it's a 3v3. The HPs are relatively healthy here for Ronin Esports. Silent goes in, still has a shadow kill available. Will not commit it just yet, and Naomi and Silent will focus on this
Pokemon
buff.
Is he going to try to go for the stun there? Ronin sensing the danger, sensing that they spent way too much time there, decided to go back the Endless Battle as well to just have way more damage output compared to EVOS, which is what we saw.
No, this might be detrimental for Ronin Esports. A quick pick off onto Justin is crucial. Pokemon dives in towards the back line, not even dishing out a lot of damage, but they catch Savvy, goes for the Winter Trojan, gets taken out by Savvy himself. But now the HPs are low with
they're
the
fighting
Tempest Blades connecting onto 2, and that's just Savvy left alone in mid lane while Hayabusa is split pushing on the top side.
Oh no!
Out just yet. It's very crucial that he stays alive, especially in the big team fights.
Big team fights could be coming up as that Lord has already spawned, but I think they're both waiting for the enhanced Lord. Ejector onto Soul. Soul takes a lot of damage right now, and Soul definitely trying to stay alive, but he's dishing out the damage as well. The lifesteal is there for Soul. Look at the heal.
JPL.
Look at the stain. Here comes Aeon. Here comes Potato. Will it be enough? No, that's JPL going down. Soul, Aeon, Pokemon still fighting this out, but there's going to be a shutdown. Double kill there for Savi. Make that 3 kills here for Ronin. Triple kill for Savi. And EVOS SG are losing their members. Pokemon desperately trying to survive and fight and live.
Oh!
And beautiful! Going back with
The
the
jokes!
flowing blood, and he is somehow surviving this, trying
is
to
it.
buy time. He just bought time, but is it enough? Ronin with a dream of two Burmese teams fighting it out in this bracket to potentially make it to the finals. This is it!
Wait,
The
hold
hope
up, though.
of Singapore! Singapore is
still
shaking.
alive.
JPL still alive, trying to defend this. It's not over just yet. Ronin!
Soul, Pokemon, and the rest of EVOS SG will be rejoining in this fight, and that is as close as it can get. They want to stop this victory from Ronin. They don't want a deja vu of what happened to Game 1 between Orange Lure Esports. They're pretty much traumatized at this point.
Oh no, Naomi!
They're doing what they can, but EVOS, they're overstaying their welcome here.
This
They
also
get Aeon, and Aeon is going to get bursted out.
no.
Ronin, they need to play it smart this time around. This is a level 2 Lord. This is an enhanced Lord, and this Lord will assist them in the push.
Aggressive flicker there by Naomi, sensing that there is a possibility someone's waiting in that bush. It took him a little while to get that ejector, but that ejector finally landed, and that's a lot of damage gone from EVOS SG. Defending or contesting for this turtle, this Lord may not be the best idea right now for EVOS. They might just suck it up and try to split
Potato's
push
gonna
elsewhere.
split push, yeah.
That's going to be Potato split pushing into the bot here. Ronin sensing it. They want to burn down this Lord as fast as possible, but the presence of EVOS is sort of delaying that. In the bottom lane, Potato already broke
gonna be
down one there,
secured,
but Safi in
Pokemon.
the bottom lane is responding to that. Ronin here, Pokemon entering in with a Winter Truncheon, gets bursted down, not enough damage is dealt to be a game changer.
And now, as they can, tensions are high right now. It's EVOS SG, the Guardian's Barrier. Kind of
Making so
delays the
far.
Lord. Gets a little bit more damage in. Here comes the Mountain Shocker, and this might just be the end. The Lord repositions himself towards the top
the
side.
burst.
The minions, the burst. Ronin Esports,
They're doing it.
will end this fight. The minion wave's way too big,
Pokemon.
but they eliminate the Singaporeans and will be facing off against Burmese Ghouls for the rematch of MPL Myanmar.
The fans of Myanmar.
Be, well, at least in the international stage, in the most competitive scene that we can have when it comes to Mobile Legends esports, you always have to think that your opponents will be at